Stretch.
Is this an ASMR podcast now? Is that? Jeez. Nope, not doing that. Just nice, fluffy white clouds with happy trees. Nope, that's not it either. No.
Just don't understand what's going on. Okay.
Hey, sorry, wait. Man, it's been like 6 days. Forgot how to do this. Levels.
Levels.
There we go.
Okay.
Hey, I have a question about last week's show art.
About how awesome it was?
Sure, we'll go with that. I saw there was the World Cup trophy, but then you added some sort of like drink mug. What was that for?
So if you remember last week's show, we talked about the guy who had his family etched on the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
So I Googled picture of Stanley Cup. And that's what I got.
Okay, so wait. You literally just took the very first picture you saw that said Stanley Cup?
Dude, that was like 98% of the pictures that came back. It was overwhelmingly that and not the other thing.
So weird. So what are you saying? This Stanley Cup thing, is it popular?
Seriously, you're like never on the internet. Hi, toddlers. Welcome to Talking to Todd, a weekly podcast with Dwayne Johnson and Todd Prince, where failure and apparently Stanley Cups are always an option. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Todd.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Not too bad. It's not 107 degrees today, so it's actually back into the double digits. So we're going to count that as a victory. It was warm.
Seriously,
Sunday. Sunday.
If we got you a TikTok account, you would understand how popular Stanley Cups are.
I'm good not knowing.
I figured you would be.
If that's the price to be paid. Oh no, TikTok's those accounts are free. Nothing's free.
Nothing's fit. If you're not the buyer and you're not the seller, you're the product. There you are.
Yep. Yeah.
Feedback, follow-up, and updates.
Yeah, what do we have?
Well, you texted me.
Oh, yes.
We had a discussion about how bad the Hawk was.
Yes, and I thought that Lisa said there was another show, and I thought, I'm like, that can't be the right one. But it's about a washed up player. And then I realized, I texted later, it's not. The Hawk is about the world's greatest golfer, right?
They call him the Hawk. He's a golfer, the greatest golfer in the world. Again, I can't believe you didn't remember that.
Period. That's it. She was thinking of the Dink, which I believe is about a former great tennis pro who is forced to go into pickleball. Totally different. Totally different concept. Totally. I don't know how I got those two. The Hawk, the Dink, golf, pickle. You know what? I'm really embarrassed for myself that I did that. I don't even understand how I got those confused.
Can't understand how that could possibly get conflated.
Which is also different from the other washed up golfer show that's on Apple TV.
Right.
Yeah. Which is
the Owen Wilson version, which is a different Wilson golfer show thing. I don't know. Got a note from David Batchelder, toddler number 6.
Yep.
He got back from his Europe trip. I'm on episode 330. I feel like I'm in some sort of time machine. I've never been this far behind before. Like, that's 5 weeks. We've been told you're not bingeable. Consider yourself warned. He suggested an alternative tagline for the show.
Yeah.
We're more of a slow burn.
Yeah. Yeah, but then the problem is, knowing our show, the entire tagline is we're more of a slow burn, ... there's a cream for that. Yeah.
Let's see. Do we do this? I think we do this here. We got a letter from the Taylor Center.
And if it wasn't a letter, could we do this? Look, if we're going to steal material, we should steal all the material.
Letters. We get letters.
We got lots and lots and lots and lots of letters. Is the mailbag open? Is it open? Is it closed? No, it's open. Is it open? It's open.
Okay. Hello, very senior fellow Dwayne and visiting scholar Todd. Jesse writes.
I hope this message finds you both well. Here at the center, we listen to the pod during lunch break portion of our weekly board meeting. We do this to showcase the investments that we are making in the community, like talking to Todd, for which the Taylor Center for Technology Policy is happy to support. During the last show, very senior fellow Dwayne mentioned consulting the legal eagles about a certain subject of a totally not connected to us at all agriculture company.
The legal eagles heard your request, put down their slices of pizza, threw some sunglasses on, and wrote me a Slack message that said, "On it," in all caps. Then they went into our new multimedia studio on campus. Legal eagles must be doing really well. They also took their tiny briefcases with them, which is code for something big is happening.
They returned several hours later and sent me this MP3 file over Slack. They really like to use Slack there at the Taylor Center, with a note that said, "We worked with PR. This supports our investment and allows us to appropriately shred, we mean answer, any questions that may arise. Also, the center is out of AI tokens for the month. Laters."
I'm also attaching a picture of the plaque Todd was referencing from my old office, made by my awesome, now retired teammate, Bob Fournier.
There you go. Nailed it.
Thank you.
All our best from everyone at the center. Excelsior, Dr. Jesse Taylor, chair, professor, producer, policymaker, Taylor Center for Technology Policy, Clark County, Ruby Valley, and apparently at one point, according to this plaque, purveyor of Taylor Farms. Not that one.
So we got an MP3.
It was attached to the letter.
That was attached to the letter. I don't know how that works, but yes. And full disclosure, I loaded it onto the soundboard. Neither of us have listened to this. Buckle up, toddlers.
Todd's already on top. Been tracking Apple since the Newton flopped. 14 new features. He'll break down every one. Todd knows this stuff better than the guys who wrote the code. It's Todd's Tech Corner. Tech Corner. Treating every update like breaking news. Todd's Tech Corner. Tech Corner. He read the whole release notes, so you don't have to. Oh, yeah. New iPhone dropped. A genuine work of art. Todd's got 3 of them. One just to take apart. Apple raised the price again. Todd breaks down why. Real expertise, not just a guy with an opinion in Wi-Fi. It's Todd's Tech Corner. Tech Corner. Treating every update like breaking news. Todd's Tech Corner. Tech Corner. He read the whole release notes, so you don't have to.
This segment is brought to
to you by the Taylor Center for Technology Policy, not Taylor Farms. Different Taylor, different farms. We don't even like salad.
Oh my God.
It is slightly long to use in front of every week's Todd Tech Corner. It's going to add a little bit to the show. Although I can see us maybe shortening that down a little bit. Wow.
That's some outstanding work. The Legal Eagles have absolutely outdone themselves this week. Oh my God. How do you even follow that?
I'm not sure where we go from there.
Well, naturally, we go to Todd's Tech Corner as presented by the Taylor Center for Technology Policy. Todd?
So the last couple of weeks I've been talking about how good Siri is.
Yeah.
I did this this time. We're adding a show to our trip in a couple of months, and I'm like, it's in a theater that we saw Back to the Future in London. So I said, hey Shlomo, hey Dingus, whichever one you want to use. When was the last time I was in this theater? And it said, oh, you were there. And I'm like, that doesn't seem right. And then I looked through my pictures and I'm like, not that theater's close to this theater. It didn't come up with a right answer at all. I mean, within a block of the theater, but even the dates were wrong. So by the way, when I say that Siri's fixed, I mean, we're grading on a curve. It did not get it at all. The place was wrong. The date was wrong. The pictures were wrong. Other than that, though, it did give me an answer very confidently.
Old Dingus. Not sure if that's the right thing to say. Old Dingus would have simply replied.
Say that in the office, you're going to be talking to HR. But anyway, please go ahead.
Old Dingus would have responded with, I'm sorry, I can't help you right now. New Dingus confidently gives you the wrong answer. I'm not sure which one of these two is better.
Here's what it says. They wanted to provide a modern AI. That is exactly what a modern AI does. Am I right? I don't know, but I'm going to be confidently wrong. The goal is to give you an answer. Is it the right answer? Who knows? But I'm going to tell you an answer that sounds like it could work.
That sounds like Todd's tours is what that sounds like.
Yeah. Hey, stop getting on. Hey, I should file some intellectual property lawsuits. Also, two other things in Todd's Tech Corner really quick. New software, the last of the 26 cycle got released this week. Security fixes, upgrade all your stuff. And Apple announced a new plan where you no longer need to own your stuff. You can just lease all of your devices so that they become more affordable. So anyway, there's that. Apple breaking ground in financing. By the way, they're doing that about 6 weeks before they announce a pretty significant price increase on the Pro phones. The other phones will also see a significant price increase, but those are probably not going to be announced until the spring, breaking with tradition. So, hey, we're going to raise the price to an eye-watering amount on these phones. You know what we should do? Should we just break up the payments over 24 months? No, that's still eye-watering monthly payment. Why don't we just lease the phone? Will it be less? Sort of. Sure. Kind of.
Does this lease come with unlimited oil changes?
It does, but you have to know where to take them.
Well,
I was told I had unlimited oil changes. Not at Apple and not at Jiffy Lube. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Do we want to back up for a Waymo update?
Oh, sure. Hey, just because now Waymo stuff just shows up in my inbox. In Austin, Texas. Hello. Yeah, Austin. Waymo so far, and I'm trying to figure out. I looked at this. I don't realize. So far, I think this year, Waymo has racked up just under $10,000 in parking fines.
Oof.
Apparently, while the cars can navigate traffic and intersections and drive on the freeway. They can't read where no parking signs are. And so they just, you know what? Leads P's where they want, and Waymo parks where it wants. And sometimes if Waymo's in Chicago, they're the same place. Yeah. They do. The parking tickets have ranged from as low as a $20 ticket to as much as a $519 ticket.
Ooh.
Yeah, they park in tollway zones. They park in front of metered spots. They do double parking. Like Waymo don't care. Like they're just like, the roads are ours. So anyway, there you go. Waymo racking up the parking fees. So what would really suck is at the end of your ride, if you then got the additional, like, you know how if you get a parking ticket when you rent a car, eventually they will find you. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That would really suck if you're in your autonomous vehicle. If eventually they're like, "Hey, man, I don't know, it's double parked to pick you up. Here's your fine." So, yeah. Did you guys figure out how to read parking signs? What? No, we never did that. Why would we do that?
God, no.
That's a problem money can solve. You can park anywhere in the city you want, anywhere you want, if you're willing to pay the fine. It's not a parking fine. It's a parking fee. Look at all these beautiful, look at this massive amount of parking spaces left on this really busy street. No, that's a fire hydrant. That's a no parking zone. Like I said, a beautiful parking place for a small fee.
Let's see. Oh, it's time for this. And I'm here,
Yes, Queen.
to remind Todd of the mess Todd made when he answered wrong. Todd ought to know. That's right. It's time for Todd ought to know. Something that Todd ought to know this week. Todd, this is a little quiz for you here.
Okay. Alrighty.
Can you name the smallest city with more than one Big Four sports team? All right, so we're taking out Green Bay.
Wow. Okay.
'Cause
Wow.
it only
Wow.
has
With more than one.
more than one.
Big Four, smallest.
Four.
I got to diagram
Right.
this sentence. Hold on a second.
Right? Yeah, this is, well, I wrote in the rundown, go small or go home.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what we're
yes.
looking for is the smallest city in the United States with more than one Big Four sports team. So, for
St.
example, St. Louis is number 3 at 278,000, with the Cardinals and the Blues.
I was going to say Columbus, but they only have professional hockey, but they also have OSU football. That's professional.
That's fair.
but probably not on the list.
No.
Oh, see, this is when we do this. Now I got to go through. Oh, it's San Diego. Oh, nope, they don't have a
No.
football team.
Well, and the other thing that is weird about how cities are constructed is sometimes cities and counties have combined, so then it throws off their population, which then puts them much bigger than they actually are.
I'm just going to go across. I'm going to go across the freeway. I'm going to go across the state and go to Kansas City.
They did not make the top 5.
I guess they don't count the Royals as a professional team. Okay. Let's see. Okay. This is the part where Todd then just quietly goes through maps of sports stuff, which is always super exciting. Nashville.
Did not make the list. By the way, Kansas City has an estimated population of 521,220. St. Louis at 278,000 approximately.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee not on the list.
Okay. Cleveland.
Cleveland not on the list.
Okay. Yeah, I'm done.
But you're in the right. You're in the right state.
Wait. Okay. So
Top 5 answers on the board. Dollar values are
just
doubled.
go ahead and give them to me at this point. Yeah, that's
number 5 is going to be Cincinnati at 309,000. The Bengals and the Reds.
Completely forgot about the Reds. If I'm honest, I completely forgot they had a baseball team. I said, in my head, I'm like, oh, it's got to be Cincinnati. And I'm like, what do they have? Sorry about that. Not really, but Mr. Sorry to Chris Sabo and others. Yes.
Number 4 on the list,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh at 300,000 with the Steelers, the Pirates, and the Penguins.
Okay. All righty.
Number 3, the one you got, St. Louis.
Yeah.
Number 2, toddler number 6's favorite team, the Buffalo Bills and the Buffalo
with the
Sabres.
Oh, completely forgot about the Sabres. Yeah.
Yep. In Buffalo, New York at 277,000.
Yeah.
And the smallest city with more than one Big Four sports team coming in at 208,000 people with the Utah Jazz and the Utah Mammoth, your hometown of Salt Lake City.
Here's the thing. I'm just going to be honest. Here's the thing. Okay. Just not for nothing.
Yes.
I understand that. I don't disagree. I'm not going to push back.
Okay. Because you were wrong.
Yes. The Salt Lake Valley has more than 1 million people in it. The state of Utah has more than 3 million people in it. And I believe three quarters of that population lives within a 60-mile radius of Salt Lake, of like the Delta Center. Like everybody's here. What I will tell you is, I drive on these freeways. It is not the smallest city. There is traffic everywhere. So I screwed up my calculations because yes, Salt Lake City. Okay, I get it. Yes, Salt Lake City is proper, but the metro area is, I believe, the metro area. There's more than 2 million people within. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Huh. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes there's Todd ought to know, and I think it's BS. This one, got to be honest, this is probably something Todd ought to know.
That's kind of why I'm like, oh, this hit my feed, and I'm like, oh my God, if there was ever a more perfect Todd ought to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, I mean, it's where you draw the lines on a map kind of matters. Huh. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm no recovering from that. At least I got a cool song out of this episode.
You read the release notes, so you don't have to. Oh my God. So good. So good. How about some idiots? The Scott Frost Memorial Idiot of the Week.
Yeah. Hey, we've talked about in Vegas, not Vegas. Sorry, I'm doing some quick calculations.
Mm-hmm.
Las Vegas proper, I was going to say Las Vegas proper actually is not that big, but they don't have any of the sports teams because all of the sports teams are not Vegas. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah.
City proper, Las Vegas, 686,000 residents.
Well, that's wild. But here's the thing that throws off everything. I believe if you take the TV market for Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Statistical Area, which includes Henderson and all of that, and you take the Salt Lake MSA, Salt Lake's MSA is bigger than Las Vegas, even though the city of Las Vegas is 3 times larger than the city of Salt Lake.
The metro area by census definition is 2.4 million and 3 million when you count the broader valley estimates, including unincorporated Clark County. Yes.
Okay, well then I'm completely off. Okay. However, we've talked about the Boring Company, the tunnels, the rat tunnels, and how good that's going. And I know that you go to Las Vegas fairly frequently for work. Apparently, I didn't realize this. The Boring Company has opened up 3 different stations at Harry Reid International Airport.
Really?
Yep. They're up and running. You can go there. You can take it. Couple of things. Just want to be really quick here. My thought was that was really fast for them to dig tunnels from the convention center all the way to the airport, partially because you're going to have to go around. Like, I don't think they're going to get permission to go under the runways. So like to get to the terminals, like they're going to have to like come down and, go all the way around or whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. They fixed that problem. There's no tunnels. So if you want to take the Boring Company's ride to the convention center, it's just a dude driving you in a Tesla on city streets.
I was hoping it was going to be the same train, except above ground. No.
No, it is the same train because the Boring Company, all it is are dudes driving you in Teslas in those tunnels. They're not automated. There's no train. They're individual Teslas with individual people driving you. They're not even automated. The best case scenario, it's a tunnel underground with a Tesla with a guy that drives you from one end of the convention center to the other. And you start on the surface, you go down in the tunnel, you go through and you come back up. And then the guy says, okay, hop out of the car. They're not even automated. So it is exactly what they're doing. It's just on surface streets, but it's just a dude driving you in a Tesla. Now, here's the thing. The charge to use the Boring Company's ride service from the airport to the convention center, $12. And now I have your attention.
Hell yeah. Yeah, because normally it's like a $50 cab ride. And they take me out around the Rio and back to get to the convention center from the airport. Which, if you know anything about Vegas, that's out of the way.
And yet, depending on if you're there during Grand Prix 4 weeks, it's actually the fastest way to go.
That's not wrong. Yeah, that's fair. That's
also if there was a shooting, which happens a lot, block off some stuff. Anyway, so it's the Boring Company. They're charging you $12, just a guy driving you. Taxis have to charge you more, and ride-hailing apps charge a lot more. So now they're just basically operating an unlicensed ride-hailing service that's undercutting the price of everybody while the rat tunnels aren't done yet. Now, fun fact, according to an article I found, I'm like, I wonder when they're supposed to be done. According to an article I found from November of 2025, that article stated that the Boring Company put on their X account that the first tunnel to the airport would be open in the first quarter of 2026. If by tunnel they mean Tropicana Avenue, then I guess,
sure-ish.
Yeah. Anyway, things are going great with the Boring Company. No tunnels, no automation, just guys in Teslas. So, but they do get to claim that the Vegas Loop is up and running. So this is the key. They get to claim that the Vegas Loop is up and running, and the Vegas Loop does go to the airport now because you can take it from any of the other stations that they have open. So that's great. Oh, also, by the way, just this article points out they do have a bit of a problem because their stations are just curbside drop-off.
Oops.
There's no signage. Like there's no Vegas Loop station because there's no station. It's just a guy dropping you off in a car. So the guy that did this for Mashable couldn't figure out where to find his ride on the Vegas Loop from the airport because there's no signage and no directions. And it's just a guy in a Tesla who drives up and you, Larry? Okay, hop on in. So
that
there's some work.
Seems safe.
There is zero infrastructure set up to support any of this, but the loop is up and running. Congratulations, we did it. Next step, Mars.
This feels very ready, fire, aim, if I have to be honest.
I think if they even got to that point, that would be awesome. This feels like hanging the mission accomplished banner before you've not before you declared victory, but before you've actually started anything. So anyway, although according to this guy, the guy that wrote this article, he said that his loop driver told him that the tunnels would be completed by the end of 2026. So again, My question is, somebody at the airport is going to let Elon bore tunnels near the runways. Now that I think about this, given the fact that we know that cars and people go into the tunnels at the convention center, they have a security problem there. So now you're going to put the tunnels next to the secure air. You know what? I'm sure everything's going to work out just fine. You know what? It's Vegas, baby.
I'm sure it's fine. It's
Yep.
fine.
On the other hand, if you need a $12 ride from the airport to the, with all of that in mind, Dwayne's like, this is terrible. $12, you said.
Huh.
I mean, I'll give that a shot.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it one time. Sure, why not? I'm in.
How about you? What'd you bring?
From the watchful eyes of toddler -18, she sent me a porta potty story, Kaibo story. It is, after all, Ragbri week here last week.
So, yep, just finished.
So it seemed appropriate. A guy in Kansas City climbed into the sewage storage area section of the Kaibo.
What we like to call the working section.
Yes, there was a lot of work going on. Climbed inside it and got stuck, and the fire department had to come and cut the porta potty open in order to get him out. The reason he climbed in was
right. Hold on, before you say this.
Yes.
There is not a thing in the world that you can say that's going to be not disgusting in all sorts of ways. But please, I'm interested.
A bottle of Mountain Dew. If you gave me 1,000 guesses.
He dropped a bottle of Mountain Dew in there and then went in after it?
Yes. Yeah. Here, if it was, and this was the exchange that I had with Sarah, if it was my personal cell phone and it was floating on top, my first question is it backed up? And if the answer is no, I might, and I want to emphasize might, reach in and retrieve it. If that's a work cell phone, it's just gone. I'm sorry, it's out. I'm done. That's it. It's over. But that is the only thing that I could come up with that I might try to retrieve. You know, if you had those really long, the grabber tong things to be able to reach in.
Yeah. And you never want to use them again.
Right, yeah, because you retrieve whatever, if you are lucky enough to be able to retrieve whatever you're retrieving, once you do so, then the tongs go in and just stay in, and that's where they're disposed of. They're gone.
See, your thought is, your first question is, I wonder if it's backed up. My first thought is, well, I'm assuming that's covered by AppleCare. But correction, this will be filed in a way that it is covered by AppleCare.
Yeah, absolutely it will.
Yeah. By the way, I just Googled cost of bottle of Mountain Dew. Now, this is not what I pay in our office vending machine, but right now, at least in my area, you can get from Walmart a 2-liter of Mountain Dew for $2.78. So here's the thing. Here's the other way to look at this. Hey, I need you to jump into the porta potty, the working area of the porta potty. Gonna make it worth my time? Yeah, $2.78. Well, it's more than I got right now. Like, nope.
You know what? In fact, I think it's probably going to take you an hour. I'm going to pay you Iowa's minimum wage. Do you know what Iowa's minimum wage?
$3.35.
Well, if you're waiting tables, otherwise it's $7.50.
Got to be honest. At this point, I've kind of assumed that Iowa's gotten rid of the minimum wage because that seems like a communist plot. Anyway, please continue.
That was all I had. They had to tear the porta potty apart to get him out over a bottle of Mountain Dew. That's my idiot of the week. This may be my nominee for idiot of the year. I think we may have reached peak idiot right here on July 28th.
I was gonna provide a helpful tip that says before you crawl into the porta potty, make sure that you have an exit strategy for the porta potty. But my guess is if you're crawling into you're not thinking that far ahead.
Nope.
My bottle of Mountain Dew went down there. I'm gonna go get it, and then I'm gonna see and then I'm just gonna figure it out.
Napoleon's plan. Climb in and see what happens.
Oh my, that is wrong on so many levels. Yeah. Okay. Do we have any kind of palate cleanser? We need to move on.
Quick luggage story from little travel story. When Amy checked a bag to go to New York City because we were going to be there.
Listen to you.
What's that?
Because she didn't listen to you.
Well, no, because we were going in the middle of July and it was going to be like 95 degrees. So after you spend all day out exploring New York City and then you come home and you want to go to a show or something, you need to take a shower and change clothes. So you don't just need 5 outfits, you need 10 outfits.
Okay.
For this trip. And so it was just, you know what? We're flying Delta. It's a direct flight. The bags are free anyway. Whatever. So Amy checks her luggage. It arrives in New York City. It left Des Moines with 4 wheels, but arrived in New York City with only 3.
Okay.
And we managed through all of the New York trip on 3 wheels, 3.5 really, because it's a Samsonite. It's kind of got those dual wheels on each one, right? So one of the 2 came off. So she really had 3.5 wheels, or maybe 7 of the 8 if you look at it that way. But navigated through, got back to Des Moines. Samsonite has a fantastic 10-year warranty on their luggage, and I entered it into the system, and they're like, yep, absolutely. Ship it back, ship it to our repair center. I shipped it to the repair center. It arrived today. They fixed it today and they're shipping it back today. So here's to Samsonite and their 10-year warranty and the new wheels. So just a little piece of good news there. Is that better?
That's great. That's great. What I'm really hoping for you is that when it arrives after it's now bounced around and gone to Ontario a couple of times, that you don't get it and you open it up and you go, well, good news, bad news. Good news, they fixed the wheel. Bad news, 2 other wheels got broken during shipping.
Here's the thing. I took it. I put the FedEx label on the suitcase and shipped it as is. I didn't even box it up. Boom, off it goes. You know what? You guys deal with it. I'm not boxing this thing. It's luggage, for God's sakes. It's empty. It weighs almost nothing. Off it goes. So we'll see if they send it back to me in a box or not.
There are movies where that sounds very intimidating. I'm going to see if they're going to send it back to me in a box. No. Actually, that's fine. No. Like, no, I mean an actual box. Like, oh, sorry about that. Hey, little Tony, leave the luggage alone.
Send that suitcase to sleep with the fishes.
Let's see. What are we watching? Let's see. This week, did watch the Hungarian Grand Prix. Watched F1 Sunday morning. Yep, there was racing. There was some passing. There was inexplicable poor driving on the part of professional drivers, and I don't know what George Russell did to piss off whoever, but he's not having a great year. So anyway, yeah. So watch an F1 race, which by the way, and this could be an idiots down the road, but they did make an announcement that Dwayne, do you know where the Bahrain Grand Prix is going to take place this year?
Not Bahrain?
No, because that was earlier in the year, and there were some concerns about safety.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So are they running it on a different track?
The Bahrain Grand Prix will be hosted at the Sepang, Malaysia Formula One track. So it's not the Malaysian Grand Prix; it's the Bahrain Grand Prix in Malaysia. Sure, but I don't makes sense. I don't.
Don't confuse them.
Yeah, welcome to F1. Yeah, which would be wild because they finished the year with two more in the middle. So they had to cancel 2 races from the Middle East. And then they thought, well, certainly by the end of November, beginning of December, this will all have blown over. Well, now they're concerned about the last 2. So there was like, well, could they run 2? Could they run like there was a question about could they just run back-to-back weekends in Las Vegas? And Las Vegas said, listen, if we keep the roads torn up for another week, people are going to find us. So no, we can't do that back-to-back. So it's entirely possible that they could stay in Malaysia and they could do 2 races in Malaysia, neither one of which is the Malaysian Grand Prix.
Jesus.
Anyway, we'll see how that works out. What have you been watching?
So you remember how I said I was watching The Wire because I hadn't watched it?
Yes.
And it's one of the greatest television shows ever. It's on everybody's list, right?
Yes.
Finish The Wire. So I'm going to tell you, one, it absolutely holds up. It is one of the favorite things I have ever watched.
Thanks, Apple.
Thanks, Apple. A little background noise. Yeah, I really liked it. And then I thought, okay, what else is on the list of fantastic TV series that I have never watched? So this week I started watching Breaking Bad. Have you ever watched did you watch Breaking Bad?
No, did not.
It's really good. I'm already through here's the thing. Season 1 is only 7 episodes. And I'm like, whoa, this is way better than The Wire. Cause it's like, The Wire is like 22 episodes every time. I'm like, Jesus, this goes on forever. Season 1 is 7. Season 2, 3, and 4 are 13 each. I'm like, boom, I'm going to be knocking these out. No problem. It's really good. Interested to see where it goes. Cause I have no idea. I'm going into it cold. I just know it's good.
There's this idea of I'm interested to see where this goes. This is sort of like I just got done with Empire Strikes Back, and I'm not sure if Vader's telling the truth or not, and I'm really interested to see where this goes. From 83, yes.
Yeah. So I mean, I know he's a drug dealer. No, he's a drug manufacturer at this point. I honestly, seriously, I have zero knowledge about this show. I'm like, oh, this is where Heisenberg come from. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, okay, I get it. Yep. Nope. I was much like you when we do these movies that I've watched. I know where I know where you sit. Yeah, I'm there. Yep.
Also, this is going to open up a whole new world of animated GIF memes for you to send.
Oh, absolutely.
In the team chats. I mean, you could send them now, but after you're done with this, you're like, oh, this is so much funnier than I realized.
Yep.
Because that guy's dead. Okay. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to let me check notes. A review of the TV show Breaking Bad. That's great. Well,
David said it was a way back machine. He's in the time machine. Yeah.
The time machine.
So, but that wasn't what I learned this week.
Okay.
What I learned this week, we've been talking about moving our fridges around here at the house, and moving the upstairs fridge that's in the kitchen that we like, but it sticks out too far into the passageway. So anyway, this week we moved the upstairs fridge down to the basement and took the basement fridge, which is lovingly referred to as the beer fridge, and moved it out. The beer fridge, Todd, you've seen this fridge. You've been to my house.
I've stored Diet Pepsi in the beer fridge.
You have. And you stored Diet Pepsi in that beer fridge when it was at my old house.
Yes.
And it was old when I got it at the old house. And I've lived in this house for 10 years. It's a Cold Spot by Sears. And it's old, right? I'm like, how old is it really? So we haul it up out of the basement, out to the garage. It runs like a champ, runs like the day it was originally plugged in. It is cold. It is a great fridge. I'm like, I wonder how old it really is. So I take a picture of the nameplate with the model number and the serial number, and I tell Google, deconstruct the Cold Spot model and serial number to tell me how old this is. What's the manufacture date? And Cold Spot and Google sends back, Sears Cold Spot appliances don't use a single date code system, but the first 3 digits identify the contract builder, which in this case is Whirlpool, and the remaining digits are brand design, blah, blah, blah. So this was built by Whirlpool. If you share the exact model number, I can help you decode the exact manufacturing year and week. So I send it over, and Google sends back, your Sears Kidmore refrigerator was manufactured in August of 2004. And I'm like, well, that ain't right.
Was it built in my house?
That can't possibly be right. So I'm like, okay, let's go over to Claude. The prompt that I wrote for Claude, you're the best appliance repair technician in the world. Determine the
Your
age.
name is the Hawk. No, sorry. That's
Determine the age of a Sears Cold Spot refrigerator using the model, gave the model number, and the serial number, gave the serial number. Tell me where and when the unit was manufactured and if parts are still available for it. And it deciphered. And Claude says, all right, let's break this down like a technician reading a data plate. Sears never manufactured its own appliances. This Cold Spot was built by Whirlpool. Okay, so Google was right about that. Then, blah, blah, blah. The facility where it was manufactured was Evansville, Indiana, which closed in 2009. Okay, so was 2004 correct? No, it was not, because as we get down into it, the 7-digit model, my best estimate is that it was manufactured around week 8 of 1973, mid to late February of 1973, give or take. That I believe. Realistically, approximately 50 years old. There are no OEM parts available, or door gaskets, or shelves, or trim, but you might be able to find them through Vintage Appliances. It gave me a Reddit link for our vintage appliances, which was super helpful. And you could also go to the compressor and track down a specific part from the compressor also. So this 50 plus year old refrigerator, what I learned was it still runs like a champ. And I'm going to gift it to someone else who will let it run like a champ for them. And because it's a Sears Cold Spot, it may run forever. It may last longer than either of the 2 I now have in my house.
I'm surprised it also didn't say something to the extent of, also, if it starts leaking, evacuate the house immediately, notify your realtor, and sell. Because the gases that are in it that keep it running for 50 years are way, way dangerous.
Oh, I think that's absolutely accurate. I did not dig into that, but I could certainly ask Claude that question. If it won't cool, it's because everything has leaked out into your house. You need to evacuate now.
If you can.
How about you? What'd you learn this week?
So speaking of dangerous chemicals, we were down at the undisclosed location. And of course, that means it's time for Todd's hobby, taking care of the pool. Round whatever this is.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Yep. Took the water in, and they're like, okay, so you're going to need to add some muriatic acid, and you're going to need to add some salt because your salt's low. I'm like, tracks. And you're also gonna need to add, I believe it's cyanuric acid. So pH is too high. Add muriatic acid. Do you have that? Yeah, I have a couple of gallons of muriatic acid at home. Oh, okay, that's cool. As long as you own a pool, that's fine. If you don't own a pool, probably shouldn't own that. Anyway, I've got a couple of gallons in around. You're gonna need some salt. Do you have salt? Oh, I've got salt.
Oh, that's not a problem. Do you have a light one that says you're low on salt, Todd?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, that took care of that.
Good.
And then you're going to need some, and then what is it? Alkalinity was taken care of. Then there was another problem that the cyanuric acid would take care of. Do you have some of that? No, I'm going to need to buy a couple of pounds of that. Okay. So now I'm reading the directions, and it's like, okay, so here's what you need to do, right? Now, you should put all this acid in and let it go for like 8 hours at a time. And I've got 3 batches of muriatic acid. I've got salt, and I got cyanuric acid. And I'm not going to be there long enough to put all of this in. So I'm like, okay, hey, so like, do I need to wait the full 8 hours? They're like, well, you can do 6 hours. I mean, I'm putting this into like 6,000 gallons of water. It's not like I'm mixing this in a bucket. Like, okay, can I put the salt in? They're like, I don't know. Google. Can you put salt in with the acid? Yeah, they're not going to react, but maybe like 30 minutes apart. Oh, okay, cool.
Well, that helps.
Yeah, but how close can I put all the acid together? And then there's like, okay, hold on. Yeah, you're going to want to do that 6 hours. Yeah, but, really? Yeah, like no closer. Oh, okay. And what happens? Just don't. Don't.
And what happened? No.
Just
they didn't even let you get the question all the way out, did they?
Yeah. So not all the acid went in. Not all of the multiple kinds of acid went into the pool. The salt did go into the pool because I could mix and match that. But then it was like, then I'm like, okay, do I put 1/3 of this one in, and then I put 1/2 of this one in, and then 1/3 of this one in, and like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this until we get in the car and we drive home, and then in 2 weeks I'm gonna come back out. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna start over. Okay, go back to the pool. Hey, do you still have muriatic acid? I have so much muriatic acid. Yes. Are you okay? Not really. Not really. I've got so many chemicals. You know what you need to store those in? Like a 50-year-old fridge. I think that would be perfect.
I know a guy who can hook you up. The music is Happy Boy by Kevin MacLeod. You can subscribe to our award-winning podcast with visiting chemist Todd Prince.
Is that an acid or a base, or I don't know. Let me dip my finger in it and taste it a second here. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, nope, that's definitely an acid.
Subscribe wherever you get your pods. Just search Talkin' and the number 2. There's no G and no space. Stop by and see us at the Tuba City home office. Please don't do that. Thanks to our listeners, our sponsors, and our contributors, especially Jesse Taylor and the Legal Eagles for the new Todd's Tech Corner theme, which is awesome. It shreds. It absolutely shreds. They did not lie. And if you want to send us anything, you can send it to feedback@talkingtotodd.com. Todd?
Hey, the 53-year-old fridge, where did that originally come from? No. Where did you get it? Like, how did it enter your house?
I think I got it from Metro Appliance up on 44th and Hickman.
Okay, I was just going to check in here. I think when you said it needs to go to some place, I think the place where it needs to go to is, I think you need to put it in the car, get a trailer, put it in the car, take it to Peoria, and you hand it to Lucas. And he's like, I don't need a fridge. And you're like, listen, this is like one of those birds that's going to outlive me. So what I need you to do, this is now your burden. I carried this burden for as long as we can go. It's a great fridge. Be careful of it. I will expect you, this will outlive you, and I expect you to pass it on down to your kids. This is now the Johnson family beer fridge. Centuries from now, people will talk about this. Please take care and enjoy cold beer.
And Lucas's reaction is going to be, can I put cider in it? Sure, whatever.
You know what? Whatever. Just as long as you make sure that you take care of it and take good care of the Johnson beer / cider fridge. Sure, whatever. Yes.
Sure, well, you guess it.
This is our family heirloom. Look, could have gotten a pocket watch from Larry, but we decided to do things a little different. It's a fridge. Good luck. But I was going to move in the near future. I wouldn't, but good luck.
Well, if the fridge leaks, we'll have to clean that up next week. Until then, we're talking to Todd.
Who says AI is not good for anything? I mean, it made a song.